Okay, so we're going to explain the modal banner over the A box. The A box is defined by the top or bottom string. They're the same. All right, so this is also the A shape. And by the way, the A shape does include the bookend isolation. So this is really the A shape. It includes its bookend isolation, but it is the A shape. It's not the G shape. It's not the C shape. So the letter is in between the shared notes of the shape next to it. So the letter is in between the 5, 6. The shared notes are 6 is shared with G, and the 5 is shared with C. So if we let's look at an A up here. We've got the A shape up here now, because we have string shapes. We have the luxury of leaving the bottom string no matter what, for that same shape. So if we look at it, strictly speaking, our shape is 5 notes on the A, right? The 6 is shared with the G shape right there, 6, 7 root, and the 5 is shared with the C shape, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but if we look at an A way up here, now notice the warp is less menacing now, because we're just looking at a string shape. It doesn't matter if it's warped over or not. We've got the same relationships to the left and the right of it. So once you're on that string, it's easy to go to the left or to the right, or even up if you're used to going up in fifths. Remember, string shapes go up in fifths. Notes go up in fourths, unless it's at the tuning third, which is going to go up in the third, root to the third. So let's look over here. Now we've pushed the A over here. I want to show you it works for C too. So here's C right here. Okay, let's clear it out and look at the C box. 3, 4, 5 is the C, and it's got bookend isolation. Whoops, I cleared out the whole drawing tool, sorry. didn't mean to do that. The C has bookend isolation, so the actual, the whole C string shape is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frets, but really it's the 3, 4, 5 with the C in the middle. The isolating no play notes are just the caged letter to the right of it, and the backwards caged letter to the left of it. So D would go to C, C starts caged over again. E, D, C, A, G is familiar to most people. So what I'm saying is that's what's going on. So the 3, 4 is shared with this D shape, 2, 3, 4. But this belongs to the C, the 3 and the 4 and the 5, because that is what it's in between. Any letter is in between either of 2 notes, like A is in between 2 separate notes, or 1 note and a shared pair of notes. They're considered one entity in string shapes. Okay, so the 3 and the 4 are the outer notes of the D shape, and they're the inner notes of the C shape, and they're the shared notes in the C shape. So we've taken care of that fact. Okay, so this is a little bit of a difficult topic because there's so much excitement about playing the modal. All the excitement, there's a lot of hype about playing the modal scale. C, which is the Ionian, D minor or second minor, which is the Dorian, third minor, which is the Phrygian, fourth major, which is the Lydian, fifth is the Mixolydian, sixth is the Aeolian, and seventh is the Locrian, back to Ionian. If you do it in seventh, you got a major seventh, C major seventh, let's say key of C. Or you got Ionian major seventh, Dorian major seventh, but that's a dominant major. The Ionian major seventh is a major seventh. The Dorian seventh is a dominant seventh. The Phrygian seventh is a dominant seventh. The Lydian seventh is a major seventh. It's just a leading tone. The Mixolydian seventh is a dominant seventh. Okay, the Aeolian seventh is a dominant seventh, and even the Locrian seventh is a dominant seventh, and back to a major seventh. So those are the modes. So there's a lot of excitement about the modal, and the interesting thing about it is, so no matter what cage shape you're starting on, so in the A box here, we're starting on the A string shape. We're going to count up pentatonically from there. So within this within this modal scale, we can see the word. Actually, we can't see the word caged. Let's see what we got here. It's caged backwards, so it's difficult to see it. We can see best see the word caged backwards in one of them, I'm sure. Right here in the C box. Okay, we got the modes there. We can see the word caged if we look at it backwards. C, even though there's two little C's there, they're kind of like good buddies. So that counts as a C. Then we have A, G, E, and E are good buddies. Why are they good buddies? Because they're in the same cage. They're different tonalities, and they're a half step apart. So we have an E minor and an E major. It's, same thing in the key of C. We have an E minor and an F major. Well, that F takes the E major shape. Sorry, it wasn't E major. It was E minor and F major. We have an E shaped, E minor shaped, and an E major shaped. And then we have D and C. So we've got cage C, A, G, E, D. So it's caged backwards. So in the A box, that's what we've got. So we start on. Let's look at the C box because it's easier there. We're going to start on a C-shaped C. 5 root 3, 5 root 3. We're going to go to a D minor shaped D, and that's going to end up here 6, 2, 4. We're going to go to an E minor shaped E minor. Everybody knows 7, 3, 5. We're going to go to a E major shaped F, which is going to be root 4, 6. We're going to go to a G shaped fifth, which is going to be 2, 5, 7. Where's that G shaped fifth? Here it is, root. It's root. It's not second inversion anymore. 5, 7, 2. And moving on, we got the A minor shaped 6, 3, 6 root. Second inversion, Aeolian 6th, and then it's the C minor diminished 5th shaped 7th, and then back to the C itself. And C is also second inversion, unfortunately, 5 root 3. So that's what the modal labels are about, and we're not going to go crazy about, all right, let's play all the modals. The only thing that you have to know is that you're going up a pentatonic scale essentially in each of the cages. So in the A cage, it's our A cage right here. I didn't really square it out that good, but I can't seem to. Maybe what I can do is cursor mode and adjust this a little bit. A little bit, but not much, right?